Welcome to the High School Backups Podcast. My name is Nick, and we are here, and I don't even know what week it is because we kind of lost track. We've been doing a bunch of fun episodes, but I think it's like week 11 or 12, and this is
10.
the post-draft. Ah, son
10.
of a biscuit
It's a
muncher.
milestone, Nicholas.
It is officially episode 10, and we are here almost in our post-draft episode. There's only 4 of us here today, some people doing staying. Steve's at a Red Sox game. He's going to try and jump in. At some point, if he can, he goes, Kyle, shut up, Kyle. And then some other stuff going on with the other 2. However, we're going to be doing some fun stuff today since there's just the 4 of us. So we're going to be having a good time. We're going to try to make this kind of a fun, lighthearted episode, review the draft, all that fun stuff. Starting off with the New England news. I wish I had better stuff to say. I mean, Celtics came out of round 1 with a sweep over Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. Thank God. Only negative, though, is that they went into the Bucks series way too cold. Marcus Smart is out tonight. I will be watching down the background. I don't feel guilty. So we'll be seeing, hopefully, the Celtics can pull out game 2. Kyle may or may not be betting on it. So I told him to bet the Bucks to get some karma on my side. So we'll see how that goes. Bruins got absolutely demolished by the Hurricanes.
Less than 5. All I have to do.
Bruins will sadly likely lose in like 6. I really hope they can pull it back. They have a lot of stuff. I'm really anxious about it. I don't know. I'm also, we're going to figure it out. Red Sox have been tanking, worse than the AL East, probably worse than the AL. I didn't check that, but not good.
Yankees on a fantastic 10 in a row. Just have to say that. All right, continue.
Yes. If the beginning of the season mattered, the Yankees would always be in the World Series, and that hasn't happened in like 12 years. So, anyways. Last but not least, the Patriots having the most questionable draft ever. I'm not going to say it's bad, even though I was saying it earlier. I'm not going to say it's good. Very questionable. We'll have to see if it ends up being worth it or not. Jake will have some comments on that later, I'm sure. And we'll definitely get into that a little bit. But we're gonna do some fun stuff off the rip. This just came up 5 minutes before we started because we're like, why not? We already do this sometimes anyways. Let's do it together. So we're going to go ahead and do the Wordles are, the Weddles for today. So we are going to go ahead and do the Weddle, the Podle, and the Hurdle in that order. NFL, NBA, NHL, let's have some fun. So I'm just going to start with the GOAT because how can you not? I don't know, have any of you guys done this before? I have multiple times.
I have.
Okay.
I have not.
Oh, so we're in the right conference and they're a 6'4" QB.
Right
So
conference, 6'4" QB, and we know that. So I'm thinking, who's a 6'4" QB in the NFC? Kyler Murray. Just kidding.
Actually, it could very well be Daniel Jones.
It could be. I like Daniel Jones. I like Daniel Jones. He's tall.
He might be 6'5".
He is 6'5", but we know it's not in the NFC East. Kirk Cousins. Actually, could it be Aaron Rodgers?
No, he's 6'2".
No. It's a high number. It's higher than 12 or 8. So who has like a number like 18 or 16?
Kirk Cousins is 8.
No, Molly, I don't think so. I think it's. Yeah, Kirk Cousins is 8. Oh, it's so hard. Could it be? Oh, who's Carolina? No, it's in the NFC South.
Wait a minute. What
it has
number
to be.
does Drew Lock wear?
Oh, that's a good look. And this will tell us if it's the West or not. So it's not the West. So it is the North. So it's not Aaron Rodgers. It's not Kirk Cousins. Who's left?
Is Jared
Justin Fields
It's
or Jared Goff?
Well, it's certainly not Justin Fields. So Jared Goff, because we got that so quickly, we're going to hard mode. This adds a bunch of random players, and I always do a little tradition. I always do that. Okay, it is defense for sure. AFC defense for that. Who's got a good AFC defensive player?
Ninkovich, if he's still playing.
No.
No. Wait, show me the stats again. They're smaller than 6'4".
I'm thinking Devin McCourty.
27. Yeah, go Devin McCourty.
Oh my god.
I'm gross.
No.
Get out of here.
Oh, shot.
Devin Booker. Okay, we're in the West.
Younger than 25.
Can't believe I
Number
got
is
that
in
in 2.
3.
He's in a different division. I don't know the NBA divisions that well, so I definitely struggle with that.
That's okay. So they're taller than 6'5", not a guard, younger than 25. And...
Cat? How
No,
old's Cat?
Cat?
Jokic? What number is
No, the number's
Jokic?
gonna be 2 or 3. Joker's got a weird number.
I'm down to do Cat just to check out some of the divisions and stuff.
Go
Yeah.
nuts.
Okay,
Alright,
there's a center.
so it's the central. No, not central. What's that
I
third?
think it's
division?
South something. Or
The Southwest, and it means they're in Texas.
It's got to be. It could be the Pelicans. How old? Try Zion.
He's got to be
Oh,
around
that's-
6'8" and have a number.
Actually, that could be
What-
right.
What number is Zion?
Zion, I think he's
He's single digit. I'm pretty sure.
Ooh.
Oh, so. All right.
So it's not
So
the
he's
Pelicans.
he's like 23. 23
You're
and he's 6'7"?
6'7",
probably.
6'8".
Yeah. And he's in
Who's
the
on the Thunder?
Southwest.
No, Thunder's not Southwest.
So Thunder could be Southwest.
Wait a minute.
not.
Start going
No,
through
they're-
the
they're in the
start
North.
going through Houston Rockets players, boys.
Oh wait, no. Try Dallas. How what number is Luca?
He's not.
It's not Luka, he's a guard.
He's 6'6" and he's.
Well,
a
we
guard.
were
He's
just
not-
talking about this, so I might as well who the hell were we just talking about?
It's not Dwayne Powell. It's not Boban.
It's Dwight Power. It's Dwight Power. It could be Dwight Powell, right? Dwight Powell's young. Oh, but he has a
yeah,
high. I don't know what number he has, but let's see if it's the team. It's not them. Oh, okay. Good to know. So it is 6'7", or 6'8",
Yeah.
excuse me, 6'8".
He's got to be 6'8". He's a forward in. Oh wow! All right.
He's a straight forward, not forward center either, or center forward for that matter.
Dallas. So you
what are
got the
some other
Spurs, the
teams?
Rockets, and Memphis. How tall is Jaren Jackson?
I don't think he's. Oh, he could be actually. I'm down with that guess. He's really young. Ooh, oh, he's on Memphis. He's on Memphis. We got 3 more guesses. Who else is on Memphis?
His number is below 13, so that helps, and below 7.
It's like 2 or 3. Yellow means we're
Right.
almost there, Justin.
So go through the
What's his name?
Go
What's
through the
his
Grizzlies
name?
roster. You
It's
got
not
Ja,
John Morant, and then Jaren, and then I'm lost.
What? Steven Adams is a
center, and
right?
he's taller than that.
What's his name? Kyle something.
Kyle Anderson.
Yeah, try him. Oh,
He's also number 1. He's also-
I didn't know what number he was.
No, I know. I didn't either.
All these guys
I'm not a
are
Grizzlies fan.
Oh no.
He's 23. I don't know the Grizzlies as well.
Yeah, me
Who
either.
have they drafted recently? Because there's got to be a guy who's younger coming in the last couple drafts,
It's not Ja. He's a guard.
and he's like 6'2",
Yeah, that too.
not 6'8".
I have no idea.
Can we show silhouette? Will that help him? Let's do it. That's not
Brandon Clark, maybe.
Ah.
Oh, I thought he had
One more guess. One more guess. There's another Grizzly forward who is 23.
Who the? I don't know. I'm
Oh,
running out of players here.
this has got to be some deep bench player.
I'm looking it up. I don't even care. I don't even feel guilty.
I need to know the answer because I feel like we're dumb. Is it Dylan?
There's no-
it can't be Dylan Brooks.
No way it's Xavier Tillman, right? There's no shot.
It's 100% Xavier Tillman. We saw the silhouette. We're cheating, guys. Sorry.
I
We're
don't feel-
cheating.
Who the is Xavier Tillman? He's played. How many minutes has he played this year? How many minutes? Tell me it's more than 5. I swear to God. I swear to God. 15? Who the is Xavier Tillman?
We're
Get out
awful.
of my
That's
sight.
That's embarrassing.
All right, David Pasternak. All right, it's in the East. All right,
That's
Oh,
helpful.
they give you the nationality. That's kind of cool. I've never played Hurdle before.
me either. This is actually.
I
I'm
have.
totally playing this after this.
All right, Kyle.
So it's
you're gonna
not in the
have to carry
Atlantic
through.
Division. So it's in the Metro.
Oh,
And it's
and
not a
Kyle,
right
fun fact:
wing.
if you guys want to play, there is an unlimited mode, so you
Oh,
can always.
hell yes.
Yos, Birtle also has an unlimited mode, which is
Um,
the other NBA Wordle.
Yes.
Let's
What's the
try
team in?
Igor.
Yeah.
Try
What about the?
Igor.
I can't
Just to
believe
see
it. Igor
position.
Shishkin, bud.
All right, so it's not. He's not Russian. He's not a goalie. So
He's in the Metro though, which I think we knew.
he's in the
I
Metro.
So would it be yellow if the right wing like
was.
forward?
It's a defenseman.
Yeah, so it's
Probably.
a
Gotta
defense.
Who's the best defenseman on Philly? There, Kyle.
Ivan Provorov, and he's Russian, so not it.
Fuck it. It's not a
I told you it
defenseman either.
wasn't.
That means it's a center or a left winger. I don't think it goes yellow in this
Oh
case.
wow! All right.
Because there's not that many like positions realistically. Like goalie, there's 3 offense, 1, and then defense goalie. So
Just try Sidney Crosby. No, actually, well, yeah, I guess you could. It's less than 88, so go for it.
and it's a left winger.
So all right, we're not.
This is
so
a
we
bad
got the
start.
position here.
It's a left winger
Oh,
middle
who's-
age between 26 and 34, who's not Canadian, Czechoslovakian, or Russian.
And his number is between 31 and 9. What are some other? Give me some other Metro teams, Kyle.
Blue Jackets, Hurricanes. Ovechkin's
You said-
Russian. Never mind.
You said Blue Jackets,
Ovechkin's
so we're gonna have
Blue
to skip
Jackets.
that. Yep. Okay.
Yeah, no. Hurricanes. No, not Hurricanes. Yeah, Hurricanes.
Ooh, give me Sebastian Aho. Ah, damn.
His number's close to 20.
I thought
But
he was the left
Aho
wing.
is way too young.
Yeah, that's true. I thought he was older than that, to be honest.
Who else do we have in the Metro? You got the Rangers, the Flyers.
Devils. I'm trying to think of a Devil who's a left winger that would be anywhere close.
I almost.
Somebody-
What is it? Jack something?
Jack Hughes is
Yes.
the center. Yeah.
Yes, okay. Dude, it's not the Devils. There's no way, right? There's no way they do it to us like that.
Should we check just to find out the team? Because we're running out of teams here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're also running out of guesses. We got 3 left.
I think. Well, we know it's a left winger on one of 4 teams.
On either
So
the Blue Jackets, Islanders, Devils, or Capitals. So
who's on the Blue Jackets nowadays? Wait, what's the guy that
No.
got traded last year?
there's a
And
lot.
he was no,
Hey,
there was a
give me
guy
all-
that got traded to the Blue Jackets. He was on a different team. He got sent to the Blue Jackets.
Oh yeah, that's what traded would implicate.
No, he was like a big player on the other
What?
team.
Man, this isn't helping. I don't. Blue Jackets are dog. So
Or what about the
Probably
Hurricanes?
not
Let's,
them.
oh wait, no, it's not the Hurricanes.
it's not the Hurricanes.
Okay, fine.
Put either Jack Hughes or Alex Ovechkin to at least find a team here. All right, so it's not the. So we're down to
2
Blue
guesses.
Jackets, Islanders, or Capitals. All right, we
Hey,
got.
Oh,
we
it's
have
a
one
we got
say.
1 guess.
There's some progress.
And we know that he is just higher than number 20. So he's number 21, 22, or
the hell?
23 on
Kuznetsov?
the
No,
Capitals.
not Kuznetsov. He's Russian. Who the hell?
Come on, Kyle. You're supposed to be carrying us through this.
I'm trying, man. This is a tough one.
Tom
I don't
Wilson?
know. Oh, no, he's Canadian. He's Canadian.
Is he?
Oh, what's our age limit here? What's our
It's 26 to
Between
34.
26
Yeah,
to 34.
Carl Hagelin? He's Swedish.
Haglund. No, I don't think he's on here.
H-A-G.
Hagelin.
H-A-G-E-L. Yeah. Let's go. Damn it.
Joe
I
Hunt.
thought you got that right.
Okay,
I
we're doing
did,
one
I
more
was
for
so
Kyle.
excited.
We're doing more for Kyle.
Oh,
Oh, Kyle.
man.
Okay,
Not
it goes in
great
the West.
country. All right, so we got the West here. That's not great news. Not a right. Go with Jack Eichel. He's a center. Oh, all right.
You're welcome, Tarasenko. It's a center in the
We got
West.
the Central. It's not a right winger, not Russian or Czech. Try Hallebuck. Connor Hallebuck.
It's a center.
Connor. No, that's
No,
the
that's the
division.
Central.
That's the division.
You're
Just
right.
guess
You're right.
two
Oh,
right.
it's from the U.S.
Alright.
though.
That narrows it down.
Central, either left winger, defenseman, or
And he's 29.
If it's a
And
team in
he's
the West, could it be like
29,
the Sharks
alright.
or Anaheim?
No, it's got to be in the
Ah.
Central Division, so not them. So we're looking at either like the Star. So he's
Yeah, okay,
American,
who-
so it's not Tyler
Yeah.
Sagan. It's not.
It's not Tyler Sagan. That's my first thought.
No,
I was gonna say.
he's Canadian.
Of course.
You could try him just to see like Position and team though. Tyler Sagan, just to see like position and team. See if that helps.
Nope.
All right. So
We
not
got
a center
left winger
though.
or a defenseman.
It's not a center, so it's either left winger or defenseman.
And they have to be 829.
Try
Yeah.
Seth Jones.
Ooh, that's a good one. That might be it.
Oh,
So
damn
Steve's
it.
here. Steve's here from the baseball game. We're gonna take a quick break. We'll come back. Hey, Steve.
How's it going? So this is the high school backups live. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
All right,
Barely.
this is the high school backups coming to you live from the Pavilion Club in Fenway Park in Boston, Massachusetts. So we're here in this awesome restaurant. We're watching the game. If you guys
Steve, are they losing?
What's the score? I'm trying to find out. I can't see the scoreboard from here. The score is definitely has numbers in it, and it's been a lot of fun here. We are enjoying ourselves.
Okay.
We can. Yeah, just some of these stats right now. Yeah, let's see. Boston is up to bat. It's looking good. We just got here. It's a lot of fun. So what have you guys been talking about?
Oh, we're doing
We're
fun
actually-
stuff.
Yeah, we're playing Weddle, Weddle, and Weddle.
I love it. No idea what that means, but I love it.
That's okay. It may be really loud around you, Steve, but glad you stopped by at least during the baseball game.
Yeah, I do want to quickly say to my lovely friend Bill Belichick, hope you have hit some home runs in this draft, because if you don't, this is probably the worst draft you've ever done since busting on N'Keal Harry. You know, a couple of stretches in the first round, I'm a little disappointed, but it's okay. It's going to be fine.
Okay, fair enough, Steve. Enjoy the game.
Yeah, I figured I'd let a little tidbit of knowledge. It was good seeing you boys. Yeah, it's really loud right now. I can barely hear you guys. My phone might die soon. So I will catch you boys later. Support us on Patreon. I'll catch you later.
What?
We don't have a Patreon.
We don't have a Patreon.
I disconnected him before he kept talking. I feel bad. Okay, let's keep it going. Okay, let me reshare. My bad, Justin.
Patreon.
We gotta finish this real quick before we move on to actual topics here. We only did this so Kyle could redeem himself, and so far,
Try Shane Gostisbehere.
no way he's American.
Yeah.
Let's go! Let's go!
Going in. Screw us. Okay. Well, there you go. That's that for.
Alright.
Okay. Well, there we go. Maybe we can make that a reoccurring segment if people like it. I think it's fun to do that. So
That was fun.
That's
Okay.
actually really fun to do, so I think we should.
it is fun. It is
was
fun. We can do. Okay. So getting into a little bit to the actual kind of topics we have today. We're making a lighthearted, fun episode today because there's only half the squad. So we're just kind of enjoying ourselves. So let's do a quick draft recap. So I'm gonna pull up the list of names the Patriots drafted real quick, and then we'll go from there. Fun fact about the draft, non-related to the Patriots: a guy from the high school I went to in New Jersey, I think his name is Isaiah Pacheco. He got drafted in the 7th round by the Kansas City Chiefs. He went to Rutgers. He was pretty good. So congratulations to Isaiah. That's awesome. Super excited for him, his opportunity. It's kind of cool. Some of my friends from New Jersey knew him, so that's pretty dope. So, we're gonna go through this ESPN article. How about that? Let's pull this up. We're gonna go through this together. We're gonna make this kind of quick, because especially in later rounds. So if you watched our draft special, this name was as strange to us as it is to him his whole life. So we were very confused. We heard the name of Cole Strange. So here's the thing. At the end of the day, the supposed numbers that we heard initially, which were that he was supposed to be a third rounder, mid to late third rounder initially, we're actually hearing was supposed to be a early to mid second rounder. So maybe not as much of a reach. There's likely more value there, and they maybe could have traded up because they had like the 50th pick. But what are you guys' thoughts on that?
You know, I've learned to just let Bill do whatever the hell Bill wants to do. There's never gonna be any method to his fucking madness. He's just gonna do whatever he wants to do. So I don't know if I can even really say anything. Like, who knows? This guy could be a Hall of Famer. He could not. Like, I don't know. Like, I got nothing.
My reaction to this pick was the same as everybody else. Like, who? So I did some extra research on him after the draft concluded and started doing some stuff the next day. Lo and behold, I mean, this is the same situation that Bill Belichick was in 2005 when he drafted Logan Mankins at 32. I think it's actually said somewhere right there, but it was in the article somewhere. But
Sorry.
no, it's okay.
Yeah,
So
right here.
Logan Mankins was projected to be a mid-third round pick, and Kyle's watching the Rangers game.
Sorry, guys.
I mean, Logan
Yeah,
Mankins, it literally was the same situation where Logan Mankins was
Celtics are up by
projected
8.
to go
Let's go.
mid-third round, and Bill drafted him at 32. Logan Mankins ended up a New England Hall of Famer. Plus, if you watch the tape on Cole Strange,
He looks
dude's a
good.
Mauler. Dude's a
Yeah,
mauler.
he is. He is.
Plus, at the Senior Bowl, he was running over some of the dudes that were picked ahead of him. I'm not too worried about it. I think he's going to be good.
It's not a
You can-
sexy pick, but
It's not a sexy pick, and you can tell me the Patriots had a bad draft, sure, but every time somebody tells me the Patriots have a bad draft, it tends to work out,
except Nikhil Harry.
except for Nikhil Harry.
Except for yeah. And we'll go through the rest of these pretty quickly. Tyquan Thornton, I've looked a little bit more into this kid. This kid's kind of gross, so
Speed.
he could be honestly huge considering we have Devontae Parker, Kendrick Bourne, we have Jacoby Myers, who's a great young guy who can kind of help him out. And then maybe Nelson Aguilar will catch more than 10 balls this year. We'll see. So,
Listen, y'all wanted speed. Bill Belichick delivered. That dude runs a 4.28.
and he's 6'2",
That's
like he's
6'2".
tall. He could be really good. And honestly, like this could be one of those guys where the Patriots didn't reach for him like they did Nikhil Harry, and maybe that's good. Like maybe they didn't reach this year like other teams didn't reach for A.J. Brown and Deebo Samuel, and they got these crazy good picks because they didn't reach. So maybe that's the case with Tyquan Thornton. If it is the case, the Patriots are going to be dangerous as long as the linebacker situation works out. So Marcus Jones corner, I've heard good things about this kid, and he played on a Houston team who's only gotten better the last few years. So I've only heard good things about him. I don't know what you've heard, Jake.
Only concern is that he's 5'8", but honestly, he's fast. He likes to tackle, and he's versatile. He played offense, defense, and special teams at Houston last year. From what I understand, I think he caught 12 passes for 180-something yards and a touchdown. Had 9 return touchdowns, not last year, but over the course of his career, and he sticky in man coverage.
And
So,
a returner, it says here, so that'll be good. And sub packages, he could be really fast. Like he'll
He'll be very good. He'll be a very good slot corner. He likes to
Yeah.
tackle, and he's very good in man coverage.
And smaller guys on him will be good. I've heard great things about this Jack Jones dude, by the way. He's 5'10", 171. He's quick as shit. I've heard nothing but good things about this kid.
There's gonna be 3 Jones players on the Patriots.
It's going to be fun.
The great story about Jack Jones, or I guess not great thing, but like it says it right there. He was a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. He hasn't
Yeah.
had the most illustrious college career because of injuries and some different things. But that multi-year scouting process, if he gets back to what he was, or at least can hit the potential that people thought he could coming out of high school, Patriots got a really good player here.
Yeah, it's one of those things, definitely. That could be a huge hit for the Patriots. That Pierre Strong, this is a huge James White getting old pick here. Like, this is a fill his spot very soon. Like, not like 5 years from now. This is a next year, this year if he gets hurt pick right here. So can't hate on that at all. He's that
Also,
guy.
much faster than James White. Dude runs a 4.36.
Yeah, but can catch the ball. Like, that's the important
No, I
part.
know.
He's
No, I
going to
know.
play
I'm
the
just
same
saying.
role for sure. He might play like a J.D. McKissick role, kind of J.D.
Yeah.
McKissick-esque, like where J.D. McKissick could be the number one guy, but he's really good as a pass catcher, so that's his main use, and that could very well. He's the speed guy behind 2 bruisers, truthfully.
No, and I mean, my biggest problem with everybody criticizing the Patriots draft is all we heard all offseason was how they needed to get faster on offense. And Bill Belichick does that, and now everybody's just criticizing everything he did.
yeah,
That's my biggest problem with it.
this is this was an
is
interesting
confusing.
pick. Truthfully, I think they're looking for another Julian Edelman type thing here, and it's just not going to happen.
No, I think they're De'Aaron King being an undrafted free agent is the Julian Edelman thing. This is Brian Hoyer's going to retire soon, and we don't trust Jarrett Stidham to be backup. That's what this pick is.
Honestly, fair, and I'm not even going to complain. It was a 4th rounder, which is an ideal, but Kevin Harris. So I was listening to some radio here in Boston area, and this guy is the guy if Ramondre Stevenson and or Damian Harris get hurt. Like that's what he takes. Like you get James White back up, and you get a Ramondre Stevenson size, Damian Harris back up. Can't complain about that at all.
No, not at all.
Because J.J. Taylor really hasn't become the backup to James White like they were hoping. He can't catch the ball good enough. A lot of these bottom guys, I mean, there's really not much to talk about. I don't know much about Sam Roberts. I don't know much about Chase Hines or Andrew Stuber. So
the last two I know decently just from watching college football games. Good depth, good pieces to put on the line in case people get hurt.
Any guard from LSU? I mean, come on now. Like,
facts.
In the sixth round?
Yeah. And I have no idea who Sam Roberts is. I'd have to watch some of that tape, but...
Yeah. But this is Northwest Missouri State. This is one of those guys that nobody's looking at because he's not in a Power 5 school. Or Power 5, yeah, and he might be gross. Like, who knows? Like, Bill finds these random guys. So that was Patriots draft recap. It's really not as fun to talk about as we probably want it to be. But at the end of the day, we're hoping it's pretty good. And I think that they reassured a lot of places except for linebackers. So we have to really hope that the two people we drafted last year are actually relevant. And if they are, we're going to be perfectly fine. If they're not, we'll freaking see because it's going to be rough. So fortunately, they have a lot of people to back up on. You have Dante Hightower is going to teach all those guys how to do what they do, and he's just not as fast. Because he teaches them like what he does, then he's good.
I mean, they still got Uche. They got Cam McGrone at the inside linebacker spot, who was drafted in the 5th round last year.
Yeah,
I might be less worried about the linebacker spot than everybody else is, but
Celtics are up by 14, so that's fun.
Yeah.
Up by 16. Al Horford, how old are you, strong man?
Well, we know Kyle's favorite
Marcus.
pick was the Giants' first one.
Okay.
Yo,
we got to talk about winners and losers of the draft anyway.
Really quick.
Yeah, go
about
for it.
So, like, as much as I think Kayvon Thibodeau was like a decent pick, I'm just worried he won't do anything for the Giants. Like, he'll just be too in his own world to really care about playing football and winning. I hope I'm wrong. I hope it's like one of those situations where I'm wrong because I want him to do well. I just don't know if he will. Like, I don't. Oh, that save was disgusting, Igor. Sorry. So I just
playoffs
don't
are on,
know
people.
if-
Distractions are happening.
Playoff hockey, playoff basketball,
And basketball.
we got to cheer for our sports.
Yeah.
But like, I want Kayvon to do well. I just don't think he will. So when they drafted him over Iquan Ikono, I was like, what is this team doing? They were still able to get Evan Neal, which, all right, I like Evan Neal, so I do think our O-line did get better, but not getting both really ticked me off. As if you watched our draft special, you would see. As for the other picks the Giants made, I mean, yeah, I guess they'll do all right. I mean, our team's in trouble anyway, so like I'm not really holding my breath for more than 6 wins this year. But like, I
Kyle's
don't know,
really
like,
gonna hate me for one of my winners of the draft anyway, but.
Important to note.
one of the winners are the Jets, by the way. Like the Jets went
and the
off,
Chiefs. Important to note, Celtics. Jaylen Brown had 17 of the Celtics' first 37 points, so he needed to have a good game, and he already had 17 just starting the second quarter. So yeah. So Jake, let's talk winners, losers of the draft. Patriots obviously losers, so let's go.
So like Kyle said, the first one is the Jets. I mean, you could just base it off their first round alone, but they also added Breece Hall later, and then the tight end they added Jeremy Ruckert, incredible, just really good tight end. He'll be really solid for them. And if they can develop Max Mitchell and Michael Clemens, then they've got a really good draft. I think Sauce Gardner and Garrett Wilson come in plug and play and are immediately good. Getting Jermaine Johnson late in the first round when he was supposed to go top 10, insane.
Yeah, super late.
Getting Breece Hall in the second to go with Michael Carter. Jets might be a problem in a couple years, not going to lie. And then the other one,
honestly, they might be a problem this year.
No, they're not ready yet.
I think they can cause some mayhem, but continue.
The only other team that I have as a winner is the Philadelphia Eagles. They picked up Jordan Davis, who's their Fletcher Cox replacement. Yep. They traded 18 for A.J. Brown, so I'm taking that as you picked A.J. Brown at 18. Then you get Kobe Dean in the third when you needed a linebacker. Yeah, the Eagles, for the first time in a long time, looked competent, and so did the Jets. Obviously, the losers, Patriots, Rams, the Washington Commanders didn't really do as well as I thought they would. And that's really that. There's nothing really to say there. They just didn't have good draft days, according to anybody. We'll see about the Patriots, though. I trust Bill Belichick more than I trust Ron Rivera.
That's a fair point. And to be honest, the draft seemed really fun for the first round, really. First 20 picks, 25 picks, and then there was a few steals, but it was kind of boring. Like the draft didn't seem like it was anything too crazy. Like the first day was fun because of AJ Brown and all these rappers. After that, it got a little boring, but honestly, we'll see. And truth be told, I said this during our special. At the end of the day, all of the picks that the Patriots made, all the picks that the Jets made, all these teams could have awful. They could just all suck. Like they could really just be all busts. Like at the end of the day, the percentage of busts is way higher than the percentage of successes, right? So,
Oh, yeah.
So, anyways, draft was fun. It was fun to do a special. Definitely to watch. It was a long one. Definitely some fun moments. A lot of us were drinking, so we are just kind of having a good time. Jake was sober, laughing at us. It was a good time. So,
I love being the sober friend.
yeah, it was it was fun, and we definitely enjoyed ourselves, to say the least. So
The only uncensored video.
exactly. Well, let's move on a little bit. There isn't much to talk about when it comes to the MLB, the Red Sox, whatnot. A little bit more about, I mean, in the NBA, we kind of talked about it a little bit. We'll talk a little more about the playoffs. NHL just started, so we'll see. Probably next podcast we'll have some more info. DeAndre Hopkins, 6-game suspension for PED abuse. Yeah.
So, I don't know if anybody saw the subsequent text that Adam Schefter sent out that DeAndre Hopkins' agent sent to Adam Schefter. Did anybody see that? Or is it
I did
me?
not. Adam
Schefter tweeted out the text and it said, "Yeah, we have no idea how he failed the drug test considering in October and December he was clean and he doesn't put anything in his body, so we're doing a thorough investigation." And I don't know if I believe it for a second.
Be hot, man. Like, I don't. That dude's like on crack. Like,
Literally.
I don't know if I believe it for a second. I mean, don't get me wrong, D-Hop's a beast, and he's been a beast. He's been clean for 10 years, but he was coming off an injury. His team was struggling. Sometimes athletes take these risks. I could be wrong. I could absolutely be wrong.
dude, cold medicine can make you fail sometimes, dude.
Wait, seriously?
I think there's certain medicine that can make you fail. Like, not like
That's
like
nuts.
cold medicine. It's kind of weird, but it's all for good reasons. So yeah, there's really not much else going on in the NFL than draft. NBA wise, we talked a little about the Celtics. Luka carried that bum of a squad to beat the Jazz, which isn't surprising in retrospect. But
I do have to say, Jake, I apologize.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, that's what I
I
thought.
Okay.
also apologize.
I
Yeah,
still
that's what I
don't
thought.
think he's a top 5 player in the league, like fully, but I will give you some benefit of the doubt that he is carrying that team. So I do apologize for thinking you were on crazy pills.
Give your respect
Why?
to Jalen Brunson, too. That guard combo is just nuts.
Jalen Brunson's
Nick,
gross.
how's Trae Young doing?
Dude, look, man. Look, we gotta talk about the fact that if Trae Young had anyone like he did last year, bud, where the was John Collins?
Dude, their team got better and got worse somehow.
Yeah, I don't know.
It got worse.
Last year it was different, bro. They played so much better in the playoffs. I don't know. Trae Young, actually, don't say where was Trae Young. Say where was John Collins? Where was Clint Capella? Ask me the real questions, okay? Where are the people helping him? Because he dropped like 30.
He shot 30%. Who cares if he drops 30?
What else was he gonna do? They're triple teaming him because no one else can score.
Pass the ball.
To who? Okay. You know what? F basketball. Okay.
Let's go to hockey since it just
Do you have
started.
any thoughts on hockey, Kyle, other than the Bruins getting smacked?
Okay, I really think you're overreacting. Listen, the Bruins outshot the Hurricanes by a lot. I think they were just trying to figure out their chemistry with playing the Hurricanes. I think that series is going the distance. I think it will go 6 or 7 games for sure. If I were you, I really wouldn't be worried. I would be more worried if I was a Maple Leafs fan. because the Maple Leafs dominated the Lightning. And fun fact about the Lightning's goaltender, he is 14-0 after losing Game 1 of a series. So good luck to the Maple Leafs now.
Dude, I think they're gonna lose 5. I think they're losing 5. I think the Lightning just come out and just don't lose again.
Yeah,
I really do.
As for the Western Conference, I'm really excited to see how the Flames do. They're my dark horse to win the whole thing.
Yeah,
I really like Calgary this year. They're really looking good. They got nice chemistry, and they have a coach who has won multiple Stanley Cups. So I think they have it all. So we'll see how it goes. But it just got started, so we don't really know for sure. 8 teams haven't played yet, so
how's that
2 of which are
player that
playing
can't
right
be
now.
traded?
They didn't even make the playoffs. So for the first time in their franchise history, the Golden Knights missed the playoffs.
Which is funny because they were number 1 in the conference at halfway. They were number 1 in the conference.
That's what happens when you go and trade for 32-plus-year-olds and give away all of your top prospects and draft picks. So I don't know what they are. I get it. They wanted to win now, but when you don't win now, you look like the biggest idiot you could imagine. So Golden Knights fans are in for some rough couple of years right now.
They got to rebuild.
They have to. The thing is, they have to trade away half their roster, all of whom are 34, 35 years old, with the exception of a couple that are in their high 20s. But they traded for Jack Eichel at midway point, November, and they traded away more draft. I don't think they have a first round pick until 2024.
Oh my gosh!
This year for their draft lottery, if their pick is not in the top 10, they have to give it away. Next year's, if their pick isn't in the top 10, they have to give it away. So the Vegas fans are in for a rough couple years. Honestly, that's what you should expect. When they started trading away for all these high top talent, I knew it was gonna come and bite them if they didn't win right away. And they didn't win right away.
They choked.
They didn't win right away. So there's only so much you can hope for.
Robert Williams' mop top looked goated tonight. I don't know why. It looks good. Dude, that dude looked good tonight. Anyways, we're chilling. Let's go, Robert.
All I gotta say about the NHL playoffs: go Bees.
Yeah, go. Hopefully the Bruins can not suck game 2. So fingers crossed.
They're gonna win the title, bro. Don't worry about it.
No. Actually, do you guys want to go through that? Kyle and Jake, because I definitely choked.
I have mine.
Kyle and Jake went through and did NHL brackets. I choked and forgot to take a picture of mine. So that's on me.
Nick, do you mind pulling that up?
Yeah,
it's on Facebook, right? I can do that.
Yeah, just pull up the message. Just put the photos in the messenger.
Pull those up.
I'm gonna just pull it up on my browser.
Yeah, do that.
Oh, by the way, side note while I'm pulling this up, Mac Jones appeared on the newest Family Guy episode.
I saw that.
That was dope. That was dope. It wasn't a lot. It wasn't like Mac Jones. He was just mentioned. They just said his name. It was while Lois was talking about helping one of their friends or whatever, and Peter's literally not even listening to her. He's just saying stuff about the game. And they're like, oh, Jones drops back. And yeah, they're just talking. It's pretty funny.
Oh, it wasn't a whole episode similar to Gronk and Tom Brady?
No, but he'll get his episode. He's going to be here for a while. How far back are these hockey things?
They were a couple days ago. Left.
Okay, I got it.
Also, while you're doing that, I'm looking at a highlight of Jaylen Brown absolutely dropping Grayson Allen on the cross.
Yeah, so it was gross, I'm telling you.
Great first period, Rangers. Great first period. That's what I like to see.
Rangers are trash, honestly.
What?
Okay, here we go. I got it both here. Facebook. Okay. I think this is Jake's. This is the one that was done.
It's got the Bees winning the no, that's Kyle's.
Oh, this is Kyle's. Oh,
yes.
So
okay,
wrong.
Kyle, you
What
want
do you
to?
mean,
Wait, sorry, Kyle. You want to explain yourself? Okay.
Sure, I will.
Yourself, guy.
I click stuff. Okay, we're good.
I will explain myself. I'm more loyal of the Bruins winning than you are here, apparently. They lose one game and you're ready to wave the white flag. It's typical New England fan.
White and yellow
What are
flag.
you talking?
What am I talking about? I'm talking about him losing one game and ready to call the season quits over here.
I can't believe you have them beating the Rangers. Where's your home vanity? Okay?
I am realistic. Listen, I'm realistic. The Rangers are too new to this whole playoff thing. They have to try and they have to figure it out.
I said that earlier, and you gave me no shots. I'm losing my mind. Okay, go ahead.
In full serious, as much as I want to hope the Rangers win, I just don't think they have enough experience when it comes to playoffs for them to actually do it well this year. But the Bruins, on the other hand, they never have any playoff experience, yet they win every single time. So, like, honestly, playoff experience may not even matter at this point. The way the Bruins have turned things upside down, like they should not have made the Stanley Cup final a few years ago and ended up going to Game 7 in that thing. So,
are you talking about the Blues series?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, yes.
And you know, as much as I think they were better than the Blues, they should not have gotten to that series in the first place. But they had an easy second and third round, in my opinion. So like, they had to go through the Blue Jackets in the second round and then the Hurricanes in the third round. Like realistically,
And they clapped them cheeks. Okay, explain your bracket.
Honestly, I think the Flames have it all. Maple Leafs are going to choke again. Not surprising. They're going to go another year without winning a playoff round. Pittsburgh is done. They got to rebuild. Washington's done. They got to rebuild. Colorado is overrated. They're not going to do anything. St. Louis is looking really good. The only one that I genuinely think I might have wrong. I could get them all wrong. Realistically, I may not know what the I'm talking about.
When
here.
you get them all wrong, that's fine.
But the one I really think I could be totally wrong, just because last night's game really surprised me, is that LA Kings Edmonton series. LA looked pretty good, and I thought they were going to be too young to actually do well this playoff. But they looked pretty good last night. So that one I might get them all wrong, like I said. But that one I'm really not as confident anymore after watching last night's game.
And we can go. What do you think? So still no adjustments? You think you're still comfortable with your picks?
I'm still pretty comfortable. The only one I might switch is the LA Edmonton series, but
LA won last night.
Yeah, LA won last night. That's why I'm like.
How did LA win anything?
They looked pretty dominant last night too. So like.
They looked real good last
If
night.
Edmonton doesn't win out of the first round, they're trading Draisaitl. Prove me wrong. Okay, let's go.
They are not trading Draisaitl. Get the hell out of here.
Okay, here you go, Jake. Here's your bracket. You don't have to explain. You don't have to explain yourself. We know why. You can get it. It's right.
Go Bees, baby.
It's obviously right.
Go Bees, baby.
Go Bees. This bracket's perfect. I wouldn't change anything about this bracket.
Are you kidding?
I think the Panthers finally get over their woes.
We literally almost have the exact same.
No. You know what? No,
we almost.
Actually, your bracket a million times better than. It's really.
You got
really
Florida going up. Florida's offense is nuts, so they're gonna get past Tampa Bay. I don't. There's nothing in me that believes that they lose.
Salty that they took Giroux. Kyle salty that they took Giroux.
Vasilevsky is the best goaltender ever. I don't think
Bobrovsky may be the best goaltender, in the last
Bobrovsky's washed. What are you talking
about? You're washed, okay?
You're right. I am. I just took a shower. You're right. I am.
Your hip broke 5 years ago.
What? What'd you say?
Your hip broke 5 years ago. I meant 10.
Hold on a minute. Did you just say somebody currently in the NHL is the best goalie ever?
Vasilevsky,
yes.
And he is close.
We have a poll about that, and I guarantee you he wasn't included because he's not.
He should have been.
No.
He should have, yes.
No.
The Lightning's goalie is amazing. He got me so much points.
He might be by the end of his career. I don't think he's there yet, but I think he might be by the end of his career. I think he's close, Kyle. I get what you're saying. Yeah, so I like this bracket perfect, honestly. I think the Avalanche do make it. I think that Nathan McKinnon chokes in the eyes of Bergeron, though. So there you go.
Go Bees.
It's just that easy. Exactly. So also, Celtics are up by 18 with 3 minutes left in the second. They also just challenged a play. I have Giannis. Jaylen Brown has 20 points. Giannis is at a solid 4 points.
Yeah,
Uh,
so the entire thing about this series is it's got to be Jason Tatum expending all of his energy guarding Giannis and Jalen doing everything on offense.
Well, what's crazy is that the reason why they lost the first game is because everyone else other than Giannis has beaten them. Bobby Portis, Drew Holiday. Bobby Portis, Drew Holiday only have 7 and 9 points respectively. Jalen Brown has 20 points.
Jalen Brown is currently keeping up with Giannis, Bobby Portis, and Drew Holiday himself.
Yes, and then on top of that, you have Al Horford who has 9. He's hit 3 threes. You have Grant Williams with 8 points, Jason Tatum with 7, and then not much from everyone else, but just a couple here or there. Not too bad, not too bad. I can't complain. Yeah, honestly, I can't complain there. I mean, Grant Williams Al Horford has an outside chance for a triple double, 5, 3, and 9. Outside chance. So we'll stay updated on that a little bit. Although we are getting to the end here. I think in podcast polls, anyone else have anything else they want to talk about?
No.
Nah.
Okay, sounds good. Let me pull that up. Okay, I'm just making sure I'm on the first page. Throw all these podcast polls. Okay. There's 14 of them. I don't think we're going to discuss much about them. We're going to go through pretty quick. We have 2 weeks here that we're going to go through. I'll say let's do one page. We talk about points we want to talk about on the page, and then we'll go from there. So, which second round playoff series are you excited for? Milwaukee, Boston. I do think that is the best series of all of these on here. Miami and Philadelphia would have been good if Joel Embiid didn't, mess up his knee for the rest of the year. So that sucks. Who had the best first round of the playoffs? It was between Jets and Kansas City in my mind, even though they weren't there. But Jets and Eagles is a good looks, and Jets definitely won. Best first overall picks of 2010. That's hard because most of them suck. But Joe Burrow's made it to a Super Bowl more than most of these people, other than Cam Newton, actually, which is funny because he got the least.
Andrew Luck carried a bad Colts team for almost a decade and then said, "I'm done."
Yeah, I don't blame him, honestly. And best tight end of this generation, Rob Gronkowski. I think that's pretty unanimous. But I think Travis Kelce's going to be damn close by the time it's all over. Any thoughts?
Yeah, no argument for me on any of these.
I think Cam Newton deserves a little more respect for that best number 1 overall pick. Just a little bit more respect. But other than that, no, this is pretty sad.
Fair enough. I'm with you.
I'm pretty sure Cam Newton's the only one out of those to win an MVP. So
Cam let down New
Joe
England.
Burrow should have won MVP, but that's fine. Anyways, best chance of going to the first in the AFC are going worst to first in the AFC. Jets have no chance because of Buffalo, and that's just straight fact. The Jaguars and Broncos are in a weird spot. I think Broncos are really far up there, but it's also the Ravens. And the Steelers are going to have a couple years where they're rough. The Browns are going through hell, and they may not have their quarterback they just signed to the biggest contract of all time for 8 games, however many. They got the Bengals, but the Ravens could. I don't know. We'll see. They don't have any receivers really, so.
Yeah, but their offense doesn't need them. They're gonna be fine. They'll just run the ball.
They have a running back throwing the ball, so it's like a Derrick Henry Madden card. There's a quarterback Derrick Henry Madden card. It's pretty much what Lamar Jackson is. So, what is the best team not in the Stanley Cup? I don't really have much info on this, but I chose the Lightning because I know they were gross that year.
Honestly, all 4 are great options. This was really tough for me to pick. I went with the one who should not have gotten swept out of the first round by a team that made the playoffs by 2 points. So the fact the Lightning should not have lost, they were by far the best team. They're the best team this century to not win a Stanley Cup. It's really a tough one looking back on it because the Red Wings, Bruins, and Oilers all played a different type of hockey than exists now. So like, just
fair enough.
This was a really tough one. I went with the Lightning just because of how dominant they were that year.
Oh, and best hockey goalie of all time. Kyle said it was Brodeur, guaranteed.
Yes.
However, Dominic Hasek had triple the votes, and it was 18, which means it wasn't just us messing with him. So
I picked Martin Brodeur, dude.
I chose Patrick Roy, as you can see, because that's the team I knew.
All right, listen. Patrick Watt, no, stop it. The reason Brodeur, he's the winningest goalie in NHL history. He has 3 Stanley Cups. 3?
3.
3. Yeah, 3 Stanley Cups. Hasek has 0, I believe.
But he does have 66% of the High School Backups podcast vote, which means best goalie
And
of all
that
time.
means 66% of people are wrong. Anyway, moving.
Oh, well, luckily 100% of Kyle Smiths in this podcast are also wrong. So let's go ahead. Best tight end of all time.
This is the one where the dude got
This was
mad at
highly
us.
contested. This was highly contested because people think that Travis Kelce should be in this conversation.
No,
Not
shit.
yet. Not yet.
Oh, is this the one
Close.
with the comment person?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's the dude with the comment who was like, "Where's
Someone
Travis
did comment.
Kelce?"
We appreciate it. Travis Kelce's still only 27, so give him
Travis-
5 more years. Sure.
Travis Kelce
Well-
also got blown up by Rob Gronkowski in the earlier poll.
That's also true. And therefore, Robert Kelsey takes a close first over Tony Gonzalez. I like this in the exact order it is. Granted, Shannon Sharp, probably not appreciated by most of us young people. Probably should have been a little higher, but I do like it as it is. Best quarterback of the 90s. I had someone super pissed that Dan Marino wasn't on here, but Dan Marino wasn't good in the 90s, and I don't feel bad about
He's
that.
QB.
I know, and it was hilarious to me. And that person knows who he is, and Nate, you're the best. Anyways,
FYI, hold on. FYI, this should have been Brett Favre.
also,
This should have been
FYI,
Brett Favre.
Nate's a Dolphins fan, so he doesn't have much to really root for in terms of sports. So it's kind of like Kyle. So, anyways, best quarterback of the 90s, Troy Aikman. I didn't vote. I could have sworn I voted Troy Aikman. So
It should have been Brett
Anyways.
Favre. It's Brett Favre.
he only won
John
one
Elway-
Super Bowl.
John Elway could have been up there, but it's Brett Favre, the gunslinger, the guy. I love Brett Favre. He's my second favorite quarterback of all time, so I got a little bias. But
Yeah, and the next one gets interesting because if we had 5 options, we would have put Joe Burrow and Justin Herbert separately, but we didn't. So it was kind of hard. We kind of decided to put them both together and honestly just assume they're split in half because they are both the best. But for good reason, Patrick Mahomes still number 1, and I think that's completely
I'm
fair.
catching Nick sleeping, not voting on any of these polls right now.
No, that's
I know.
cap. I vote on every single one of these polls, so I don't think
I'll see the check mark.
I know.
that. A favorite out of our 4 major sports, I put NFL as well. So yeah.
Boo.
It's the NFL, dog.
See, I voted on all these polls, so I don't even care. I've definitely voted on all of these polls because I didn't know the last one we'll talk about. Who is the best wide receiver this year's draft? I didn't really know, but I know Drake London's gross, and I know he played basketball, so he's got the hops. So that's why I went with him. Who is the best player in the MLB? Shohei Ohtani is the only person who can play 2 positions and be gross at both of them, and there's no debating that. Although Mike
Shouldn't
Trout
even be
is very
close.
close, and it
Shouldn't
wasn't.
be close. No, it should not be close.
And then I think it was our most voted poll on the last 2 weeks. Who is the best team to not win the World Series? The Mariners fans came out strong here, and they should have because this team, pretty sure, set the win record, didn't they? Or was it?
I think they were close. I don't think they fully.
Was it the
took
Moneyball
the win
team?
record. This is the one that didn't. This is the one that the same year. Yes, but
Okay,
the
got it.
Athletics
Well,
were Athletics were Moneyball, not Mariners.
Dodgers weren't that
Yeah.
good to not win. The Red Sox slapped them in 5. So, anyways, and the Mariners. That's a great pick, though. Truthfully, the Yankees weren't that good because they got reverse swept. So no composure. So, anyways, that's it for podcast polls. I think we're good. Yeah, that's it for podcast polls for this week. Does anyone else have anything else they want to talk about this week, or anything we want to go over? I think we've touched on everything. Got a little bit of shorter episode today.
I'm just going to say that I really like the USFL. I know it's not great football, but I really enjoy having football in the spring. So if you guys ever get a chance to go watch a USFL game or like just watch it on TV, you should. So fun.
Watch some. I watched my highlights.
I think I would like it more if the players actually had a chance to move from the USFL to the NFL. But because there isn't that connection, I'm just not as invested. Yeah, like I watched a little bit of it, and the play was just not. It was
The
just
quarterback play is
like-
garbage.
like,
The
it was just
quarterback play is
not-
awful.
So like they just
The wide
don't care as much or
receivers, though?
something?
No, they're
No,
not.
they're just not good.
They're terrible.
Oh.
They're terrible. Like the wide
Yeah.
receivers, they are making gross plays, and I hope like a couple of them get a chance to like be a third stringer or like something on an NFL team and get like a shot at somehow.
I hope
I
so
just-
too, and I think they will, but we'll see.
Some of these defenses are nuts.
Yeah, dude.
Yes.
Some of the players
the
in
defense
general
are
are just gross, and I honestly hope there ends up being an XFL USFL draft. Like, I hope
I
that there's
was
a
just
That
specific
would be
draft
dope.
I
for
was
the
just gonna say,
NFL,
yeah.
and you do like 3 rounds. Like each team gets one pick. Like, don't make it like 7. Like, it's not like that. Do like 3 rounds. Each team gets a pick for that draft. I think it'd be huge because you're not drafting rookies. You're drafting veterans. You're drafting from another league. Like, it would be dope. So,
I also
important.
love the fact that Jeff Fisher coaches one of the teams.
And they're good. His team's
Does
good.
he? Does he really? I didn't even
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah,
That's so funny.
he's got one of the big money teams for
I
sure.
think it's Michigan, or I forget, but I think it's Michigan.
Yeah. Important update: Celtics are up 65-40 at half. Jaylen Brown up to 25 points. Jason Tatum at 10. Grant Williams at 11. Giannis at a solid 5 points.
That's gross.
My bet is not looking so hot right now.
I know. I told you shouldn't have listened to me, but we're good. So, yeah. I guess anything else for anyone to say? I know we talked about that. I'm excited for the XFL next year. On that note,
Absolutely.
I do hope. I hope. I'm excited to watch. I think I'm excited a little more for the XFL because of like The Rock and like the integration. But also, if anyone's curious, check out FCF, which is Fan Controlled Football. Streams exclusively on Twitch. It's one of the leagues that actually fans control what plays are done. It's actually pretty cool. You get to choose all the plays. Terrell Owens actually played in the game last week at 48 years old. So it was.
Johnny
It was
Manziel's
just,
a quarterback in that league, isn't he?
What?
Johnny Manziel's a quarterback in that league, isn't he?
I don't think so. Maybe I don't know.
I thought
know
he was.
that. I know Destroying, the very popular YouTuber, is one of the owners, and that's how I found out about it. So,
Oh, that's
it's,
dope.
it's pretty cool. Yeah. So, yeah, definitely check out all this stuff. So it was a good episode, nice, fun little episode. I'm thinking we might do the Weddle stuff, maybe just Weddle like every week, maybe
That was
like
fun.
all 3 of them do that. Red Sox.
I
It's just
love
fun. We'll have 7 of us doing it too. We'll see. Maybe we'll throw that in as a little piece to our podcast, a little piece of the pie, if you will. So.
It was fun.
Any final
definitely
points?
gotta do that.
Thank you for everyone for showing up for the number 10, the decade-long podcast of High School Backup with plenty more to go. Our goal is 1 million episodes. We'll
By
see
the
you
end of the
next
year.
week. By the end of the year.
Absolutely not.
1,200 a day. Have a great week,
Yes.
everyone. We'll see you next week.
Peace out.